Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, January 28th, 2026. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Well, I tried to chip away at that 6-foot ice cube at the end of my drive yesterday, but I had zero luck. And at this point, I am okay with waiting until April and letting it melt on its own. It's Boomer Trivia time. What percentage of U.S. soldiers were believed to have gotten addicted to heroin while serving in Vietnam? I'm going to have that answer for you in about 5 minutes, but right now we have some news, so shall we? Anne Arundel County government offices will open on a delayed schedule today with operations starting at 10 a.m. County buildings will be closed to the public until that time. Liberal leave and telework policies are in place for employees, while emergency and essential staff will report at their usual times. The county landfill and recycling centers will also open at 10 a.m., and curbside collections are shifted for the week. Monday pickup moves to Wednesday, Tuesday to Thursday, Thursday to Friday, and Friday to Saturday. All Anne Arundel County public library branches will be closed today, along with senior activity centers. No lunch service at senior centers or congregate sites, and the Senior Center Plus is canceled. County crews do continue clearing ice and snow, and residents are urged to use caution on untreated roads and walkways and make sure that the vehicles are winter ready before heading out. Here in the city of Annapolis, they say they will return to normal operating status today while continuing to dig out from Sunday's winter storm. As of 6 p.m. last night, the city reported that 90% of the streets had been plowed, and I would like to know what they mean by the word plowed. With DPW crews continuing to plow and treat neighborhood streets now that snow emergency and connector routes are clear, and I'd like to get a definition on clear as well. Residents whose streets have not been plowed can call the Annapolis call center at 410-260-2211. Free storm parking at city garages, Mills Hillman, Gotts, Knighton, and Park Place has been extended until 4 p.m. on Sunday, February 1st, to give residents more time to clear driveways, sidewalks, and parking areas. Those who can park on the street are encouraged to do so to help keep the garage spaces available for downtown employees and businesses. Sidewalk enforcement remains suspended for individual residential properties on Wednesday, but that could change, while commercial enforcement continues with warnings. City trash and recycling collection shifts mirror the storm schedule, Monday to Wednesday, Tuesday to Thursday, Thursday to Friday, and Friday to Saturday, with no bulk pickup or yard waste this week. The Pitt Moyer Rec Center Auxiliary Gym will continue operating as a warming center daily through Monday, February 2nd, opening at 7 a.m., and the Annapolis Transit returns to on-time service starting at 5:30 a.m. today, with regular routes ending at 7 p.m. The Magenta Shuttle runs 7 a.m. to 10:45 p.m., and the State Shuttle runs 6:40 a.m. to 8 p.m. Anne Arundel County Public Schools are closed today. A 28-year-old man from Beltsville has been arrested and charged in connection with the 2025 killing of 29-year-old Wilson Estuardo American Corqueros, a case investigators say ultimately led them to Edgewater. Baltimore police responded to the 2700 block of Minokan Street in Baltimore on August 18th of 2025 when officers found the victim with multiple gunshot wounds. An autopsy later did rule that death a homicide. Detectives later determined that the victim and the suspect had been together the day before at a home in the 1600 block of Fullerton Road in Edgewater. Police say that a search warrant was served at that address with help from Anne Arundel County Police, and investigators concluded that the homicide actually happened in Edgewater. After review with the Anne Arundel County State's Attorney, County Police assumed charging and prosecution. Police said the suspect was located in St. Mary's County and arrested without incident on January 23rd. Investigators are asking anybody that may have any information to contact the Anne Arundel County Police Homicide Unit at 410-222-4731, with the anonymous tips can be accepted at 410-222-4700. Now, this is the second homicide being investigated in Anne Arundel County in 2026, though a double fatality in Harwood is still classified as a suspicious death, pending autopsy results. Maryland State Police are investigating the death of a 33-year-old inmate at the Jessup Correctional Institution, and this is the second inmate death reported in that facility in less than 10 days. Police have identified the deceased as Joseph Parole, who was declared dead by emergency medical services personnel at the jail. State Police said their homicide unit was contacted about 7:30 p.m. on January 26 by investigators with the Department of Public Safety and Correctional Services Internal Investigative Unit. The preliminary investigation indicates that Parole was involved in an altercation with another inmate in front of the library, after which medical staff responded and he was pronounced deceased. Maryland State Police homicide investigators and forensic crime scene technicians responded to process the scene for evidence. A suspect has been identified but is not being named at this time, and the investigation does remain active. Once complete, the case will be presented to the Anne Arundel County State's Attorney's Office for review. And here's a great story. A chocolate lab is recovering after a chilly early morning rescue from the icy waters of Loose Creek, which is a tributary of the Severn River. Rescue crews from Anne Arundel County Fire and Rescue and the Annapolis Fire Department responded just after 5 a.m. Monday to Loose Creek Drive, where a woman reported that her dog had slid down a steep embankment into the creek and could not climb back out. First responders located the dog about 150 feet away, standing in roughly 2 feet of water and surrounded by ice. Annapolis Fire Department personnel used specialized ice rescue suits to reach the dog, pull it to safety, and wrap it in blankets. When she went to check on him, she could see that he had slid down in the backyard, said Captain Jenny McAlear. Fire officials said the dog may have broken through the ice when it landed. And Captain Bud Zabata from the Annapolis Fire Department said a veterinarian later confirmed that the dog was showing signs of a good recovery, including a very strong appetite. Officials use that rescue as a reminder to never walk on frozen waterways and to keep pets leashed near ice. If it's iced over, that ice is most likely very thin, McAlear said, adding that people should always call 911 rather than attempt a self-rescue if a person or a pet goes through. This weekend on the Local Business Spotlight, we're going to be chatting with Patty Slaughter and Stephanie Canali all about the Bernie House. Patty is the founder, and Stephanie is a former resident. That's going to drop at noon on Saturday. And by now, you do know the drill. Please let your friends, neighbors, and colleagues all know about the Daily News Recap email. It is free. It comes to your inbox every night at 7 p.m. and is going to keep you up to speed on all of the top local news stories of the day. Plus, it's paywall free, and I have a link right here in the show notes for you. All right, let's put this puppy to bed with a quick thank you to you. And we'd also like to thank our sponsors for the Daily News Brief: Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Mac Medics, and Hospice of the Chesapeake. As for that trivia question, 20% became addicted to heroin, which is absolutely terrible. Somewhat related, 50% used cannabis and 30% used psychedelics. And now, you just need to hang tight because we have your eye on Annapolis local weather coming up with George Young, and Bridget, also known as BeeprBuzz, is here with Annapolis After Dark. All of that's coming up in just a bit, so stick around.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting Mac Medics in Severna Park, where appointments are not necessary. Mac Medics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. Mac Medics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. Mac Medics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service, and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call Mac Medics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Hey everyone, this is George Young with your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief weather forecast for Wednesday, January 28th. We'll see temps in the low to mid-20s today through Friday, 4 p.m. highs across the Annapolis region with AM lows. The next 3 mornings likely between 4 and 9 degrees ahead of a mostly cloudy weekend with a chance of snow either Saturday and or Sunday with highs around 20 degrees Saturday, and in the mid to upper 20s Sunday afternoon, with temps maybe up near the 32-degree mark finally on Monday for the first time in a while. So continue to bundle up and keep digging out of the snow and ice a little bit at a time. And stay tuned for updates over the next couple of days on the potential storm this weekend, as it could have a definite impact on Annapolis and surrounding area if it tracks close enough to the coast. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young for Eye on Annapolis Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to visit eyeonannapolis.net/weather for the latest conditions and forecast information for the Annapolis region, so you can always stay weather informed.
There are more than 500 pets in the care of the SPCA of Anne Arundel County that need good homes, and they have so much to offer the rest of us. At Annapolis Subaru, we are committed to helping the SPCA see that these animals stay safe and healthy. All year long, Annapolis Subaru partners with the SPCA to host pet adoption events, sponsor vaccination clinics, and community events. We feature pets on our weekly Canines and Crosstreks podcast. Our associates and our Subaru customers show up in packs at the Walk for the Animals and Lights on the Bay events. You can help our SPCA find loving homes for these pets. Volunteer, donate, foster, read a book, scratch some ears, or rub some bellies. Show up for the pets in the care of the SPCA of Anne Arundel County.
The music scene in Anne Arundel County is popping, and sometimes it's hard to sort through it all. From blues to pop, from funk to ska, BeeprBuzz has it all covered for you in this week's Annapolis After Dark.
Good morning, Annapolis. BeeprBuzz here with your Annapolis After Dark weekend music highlights for Wednesday, January 28th through Sunday, February 1st. Find the full daily Annapolis music schedule on the socials for Annapolis Streaming and BeeprBuzz, and also all three websites. Remember, we update with changes and cancellations, so you will want to watch our schedule and keep refreshing to check for updates, since we're expecting another storm this weekend, and we still haven't dug out from the last one. Okay, music for today, Wednesday. Start with Happy Hour with Tambo and Neil at Middleton Tavern. Then head to Dark Horse for Jammin' for Jamaica fundraiser with Guava Jelly and other musicians. All are welcome to come play, sing along, and join in. On West Street, Aiden Ewald will be at Santa Joe's. Ed Sparks is up at Nona Angela's in Crofton. Matt Heat will be at Eastport Democratic Club, but you must be a member or a guest of a member to attend. Steve McCoy will be at Pirates Cove down in Galesville, and down a little bit further, the Highland Brothers will be at Catch 22. Thursday, get to the point for Aiden Ewald. Doug Segree will be at Brian Brew up in Severna Park. Adam Merkel will be making his debut performance at Annapolis Market House. Mr. VCR will be rocking Dark Horse. And Wendell Live will be singing the tribute to Sinatra at Galliano's in Waugh Chapel up in Gambrills. Weekend music start with Happy Hour with Dana B at Blackwall Hitch. Guava Jelly will be at Market House. The Highland Brothers will be at Waterman's Tavern in Edgewater. Christian Hall and Dan Healy will be at Walden Country Club in Crofton. And the Sure Thing returns to Romulo's in Severna Park with Joe Wilkes sitting in. Mike Sharp will be at the Farmhouse in Gambrills. Sean Gobin will be singing his Hawaiian country music at the Local, which is in Hollywood. And over on the shore, Sparks and McCoy will be making their debut at Chesapeake Manor Vineyard. Saturday, Dana B will be at Great Frogs Winery down at the end of Forest Drive. Doug Segree will be at Pirates Cove down in Galesville. Vians & Co. will be at Libations up in Millersville. The Modern Day Bard and his band are playing at Dark Horse with special guests including Nate Finn and his dad AJ and Jesse Prock. In Severna Park, Kobe Sard returns to Brian Baru. Moon Cherry will be at Santa Joe's on West Street and end the night with DJ Aaron of Be Real Entertainment at O'Brien's. Sunday Fun Day. Special guest returns to Chesapeake up in the Crofton Gambrills area, and end the weekend with Ryan Keith at Santa Joe's on West Street. Remember, these are just the highlights. Find the full schedule of music for all of Annapolis and the surrounding areas on the Annapolis Streaming Facebook event and on the websites AnnapolisStreaming.com, AnnapolisMusic.us, and BeeprBuzz.com, spelled BeeprBuzz. Add the websites to the homepage on your cell phone, and then they become an app. Then it's just 2 clicks to the music anytime. I'll see you out there.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.